Hi on Friday Permaculture Vibes, watch, learn and grow. And today I'm not at home, I am a student and I invite you to join me and learn something new about sustainable solutions and permaculture garden. I want to present you Catherine. Catherine is my diploma mentor and she teaches me how to do my 10th project for diploma, and we will go and see her garden and especially compost toilet.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. So the compost toilet is here outside. A little bit hidden. And it's a little building like this, just made from recycled wood.
Mm-hmm.
And I will invite you to come inside. So here I'm using this seat, which is it's a thing from Sweden, made from this is polystyrene, so it's very comfortable in winter. It's actually feeling like it's warm.
Yeah, it's
Warmer
warm. I
than
tried.
inside. Yeah. So that's nice. And then it's a separation toilet, so it has two different. So urine is going one way, and then the poop is going another way. And I put also some sawdust to remove the smell,
Mhm.
mostly, and the paper can go in there as well.
Yeah, what I like from this toilet is that it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
And actually, what my main question was to how to do it so it doesn't smell.
Yeah. So, firstly, I have the sawdust. So you put this on top when you're pooping, and it takes most of the smell like this, and then it starts to break down. There is a barrel. We'll see that. Another thing you can do is put like a pipe like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how much this is doing, but it can take away some air as well.
Why there are two?
Um, because when I designed it, I wanted to have two different seats or places, but I found out it's easier to move the barrel than to move the seats. So it was a bit too much actually.
Okay.
The second one. One is enough. Yeah. And then you can come out and you can wash your hands. I just have this one. It's just simple. Remember to take it inside in winter if it's freezing. Towel or this. And here on the back side, now you come to the interesting part. Okay, first I can show you. This is a barrel from the last. It took about difficult to see much. 3 years to fill this one up, and it's me and some guests and some volunteers. I'm not. I only also have a normal regular toilet, but quite a lot of people have used this one, and it's so it's quite space efficient with the compost toilet.
So
Like, just taking out
it's kind of 150 liters, I think, right?
120, I think this one
120.
is, yeah. And actually, we put some holes in for so it doesn't become anaerobic inside and smelly and so on. But so that life can come in and out, and this works really
It's
well.
only like a solid part.
It's only
like
the solid
poops.
part. Actually, it's a little bit too dry, so I've added some urine and also some water to make the process go a bit more. I also had some larvae from this beautiful golden beetle, but it could be any kind of larvae, I think. But this one, no, not any kind. This one is specialized in eating sawdust and compost and so on. So, but I added that recently. I hope it.
I didn't understand. So it's this some kind
it's
of
a larvae
worms
from a beetle.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
it's kind of golden green beetle, like this big. It's really nice. Anyway, you don't have to do that. It's just an extra one. You could also add maybe some rainworms or compost worms if you want to.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
makes sense. Worms.
yeah, and then the urine I collect in these containers, and for this I have a little tap here. That's quite handy because you don't want to be touching the urine too much. But here I can just put like my watering can under and tap a little bit, and then I can use it in the garden. So urine is for me a really precious fertilizer. In spring in the forest garden, I can use it directly without diluting, but just like a little bit for each plant, just a little bit. Like, but if I'm using it for watering later in the season, I mix it 1 to 10 usually. So yeah, or else it will be a little bit too strong for the plants. But to make it practical for yourself, you can have a little tap there. Now, I have had this for 5 years or so. So there is another barrel here. Also, you can see there are some holes for the for life and so on to get in and out. Also, a few in the bottom, and because it's all dry inside, it doesn't leak out or anything like that. But it makes sure that life can get inside and do the composting thing. And then here there's, I don't know if you see the pipe. This is for the urine into these containers. So I can use that separately. And
it doesn't smell even here, even with holes in the barrel.
No, it's fine. It doesn't, because the sawdust is very absorbing the smell quite well, so it doesn't really have the smell. Okay, so the compost that's created here, I leave it for maybe 2-3 years, then switch barrels. I think 3 years is fine. The regulations say something about 2 years that you have to keep it, but it's a little difficult in Denmark because then you have to take some samples and something, and I don't do that because that's very, very expensive to do. But I trust that after 2 or 3 years that it's all composted and no pathogens or anything left there.
And what will be your recommendation, like for people who wants to have it in the garden?
Yeah.
Do they need to have some special permission for this, or is it just okay to have it?
I haven't told anybody about it. I mean the municipality or so. I have a normal toilet, so that's they don't care about this one, I think. Yeah, but it's quite difficult to make it legal, actually. Yeah, I know from Finland. Another one of my students examined it because she wanted to have a compost toilet in her garden in the city, and so there it was only necessary to keep it for 1 year, and you can use it on your vegetables after that.
Oh wow!
This is the Finnish regulation. So I think here, if you keep it for 2-3 years, and it's I put it maybe in the forest garden, I think. Maybe not directly on the vegetables. That's a little bit too much,
makes sense. So maybe under the trees, or even
like
in the soil, not on top.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And I want to show you this picture as well about like human nutrient cycle, broken and intact cycle.
Yeah, so here the intact one is, well, you grow something and you eat it, then you shit it out, excrete it, and make it into compost and return it to soil. So this is an intact nutrient cycle, and we like this in permaculture. This is how we want to work. But if we are kind of on the normal sewage system, well, maybe we have to add some chemical fertilizer to what we grow, and then we eat that, and then we shit, and then it goes into some kind of cleaning system, or maybe just directly into the sea, which is not very good, because if there is one place that diseases can spread. It's by going into water and getting much more and multiplying. So we don't really want that. It's much safer to put it in the soil, where the earth mechanism or earthworms and everything can take care of it. This is a safer place, I think. So
Thank you very much for your
Yeah.
recommendation.
Yeah,
It was really nice to see, and it's inspiration for me to kind of see that it works and it's
Yeah.
possible, so I
Yeah.
can do it as well. So it's not so complicated.
It's not so
to do.
complicated.
Yeah.
And I did it quite solid, because sometimes you come to a compost toilet and you're kind of sitting like this, and it's not very comfortable,
yeah, I
and
have
everything,
seen
you're
one.
falling down and you feel like everything is kind of ooh. But this one we make it very solid. And also maybe you notice the roof, so there is the light is coming through, so it's not so dark inside. We also put some windows, and it's really working quite well.
But it was like recycling, you said. That's all of
Everything
this.
is recycled stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just some old plates I had lying around, and some old, some old wood, and a bit of Christmas tree or whatever.
I will go inside one more
Okay,
time.
the only thing that's new actually is the seat. This is the only thing that I had to buy.
Yeah. So inside we have this
Sawdust, yeah.
sawdust. Yeah. It's needed, and and just
toilet paper.
toilet
And this
paper.
is for anything that's not organic, that can't go in the toilet.
So it's kind of for trash.
Yeah. Yes. And then a bit of literature or something.
Practical ecology. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. See you next Friday, and have a nice weekend. Bye.